I just want to start by saying that I believe in the human race, and I believe in you. Yes, I know how that sounds. You probably think I'm crazy for saying it, and maybe I am a little bit crazy. That's alright. And it's not like I'm blind to what's going on in the world. I know there are wars, there are people dying, people are hungry, starving, homeless. Not to mention the shootings that have been happening here in America. There's examples of tragedy all over the world. I know this. See it in the news, see it online. It's everywhere. It's hard to miss. And for me personally, I've been through, a lot of my own hardships. I've seen life on the streets. I've been drug addicted. I used to have a terrible temper. Was a very angry person, even depressed, and like a lot of people, I was even suicidal. I thought about suicide many times when I was younger. But I've since learned that life really is beautiful. And for all of the things that are wrong in the world, there's a lot more that's right about it. And unfortunately, we just don't see a lot of that being, put on the television or put on the computer. It's out there, but it seems like you have to kind of go looking for it, in order to see it. But it's there. There are a lot of examples of heroism and success and abundance and happiness, love, compassion, joy that are all over the place. And unfortunately, sometimes it comes through some of the worst tragedies that brings out some of the best in people. But nonetheless, when those tragedies hit, there's still a lot of people that step up and help. And I know as I make this video, there's a lot of people out there that really want to see a paradigm shift in this world towards peace. A peace for everyone, where we can make our dreams come true, live the kinds of lives that we want to live, and feel safe. Now, I'm going to say that, we as human beings, we have this thing called free will. Everything that's wrong in the world today, we did this as a collective consciousness over centuries or millennia of decisions. We created the world as it is today. We did this to ourselves. Now, this is not saying I'm blaming every single solitary person, but the fact is, as a collective consciousness, as a collective race, we did this. And while we are collectively responsible for this, we can collectively fix this. We can create anything we want to in this world. Not only for individual lives, but for everybody. Look what we've accomplished throughout history, and even in the here and now. In different fields of science. These concepts of quantum theory, they blow my mind. That human beings are capable of thinking about things like this. Concepts of even spirituality and consciousness. Getting into music and art. Music and art are two of the biggest things that help to, break down cultural barriers. And we do have a tremendous capacity for love. Despite of all the anger and hardship and greed, underlying it all for everyone is love. And that is the one common thread with which we can all build. It's love. It is the most powerful force in the universe. I don't know how many years it will take, or even how many generations. It might even have to get worse before it gets better. But love will win out. Love will conquer the fear, the anger, and everything that's wrong. And I know how naive that sounds. I understand that. If there was a time in my life, if I would have heard somebody saying this to me, I might have even laughed at them. But I feel like somebody needs to say it. I do believe in you. I do believe in human beings. We have an amazing, amazing planet. This literally is our Garden of Eden. This whole earth is the Garden of Eden. A place for all of us to prosper and enjoy life. This is I don't believe life was supposed to be this great big giant challenge and one big adversity after another. And maybe we do need to learn from these adversities, but it comes a point with which, we can only learn so much. You realize that we've taken in and we've learned all that we can learn, and we can move on now. Take the next step towards creating that peace for everyone. A world where everyone can thrive. To coin a phrase from the great Louis Armstrong, what a wonderful world. It really is. So thank you for listening. And I'm going to say it again. I believe in you, and I believe in the human race.